Three Pines shell ring is one of many examples of shell rings up and down the Georgia and South Carolina coast that were occupied around 4,000 years ago by Native Americans who lived here.
Would you say this one seems to be fairly typical, or are there atypical aspects to it?
Most shell rings are along the marsh on the eastern edges of islands, or occasionally on the western side, but more typically adjacent to marshes and tidal creeks where the inhabitants would have had easy access to marsh resources: fish, shrimp, crabs, oysters, clams, shellfish of all kinds, and high upland hunting opportunities on the mainland. But this one in particular is odd because there are no tidal creeks nearby, and yet it's composed of shellfish primarily, or at least the major component that you can see is shellfish that had to be brought here from somewhere. And so the question is, why is this one different from all the other shell rings that have been identified and excavated?